Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome to Quick Brick Games, where we cover all the latest information regarding the LEGO series created by TT Games. And today, after over 6 months of no information since E3 2019, TT Games has decided to drop a new trailer for LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, which is playing in the background right now. Now, it's pretty brief. It's kind of similar to the first trailer, except this trailer is not CGI. This is actually all in-game. This is what the graphics will actually look like, so I think it's a much better representation of the game and things like that. And it kind of follows the same formula as the first trailer. You know, it's going through each movie for the most part, and it's kind of showing you little clips of cutscenes from each movie. There's no actual gameplay here, which is kind of unfortunate, but hey, we'll get what we can take, you know what I mean? So we're just going to go kind of through this trailer, go through each shot of the trailer, and kind of just look at it and go through it. So let's go ahead and get started here. So here we have the first shot of Darth Maul from Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. And here he has a hood. You can see he's very detailed. Like, you can look at his face, and there's you can see the plastic texture of the Lego, which is pretty crazy. The graphics have definitely been upped, and that's kind of shows what their new game engine is really doing here. Very detailed. And he has a hood on, which I think is interesting, because in the CGI trailer he did not have a hood. And of course, when he's battling Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan in the movie, he doesn't have his hood on, so it seems like they're making it a little bit more accurate to the movie to where he's going to take off his hood when you're battling. So I'm not sure if there's going to be two Darth Maul characters, like one hooded and one not hooded, or if you can maybe just take it off and on. I don't know how that would look in the form of Lego taking off a hood. But very interesting there. So we just have a close-up shot of Darth Maul. And then the second shot that we get here is a shot of Jango Fett from Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. This looks to be in the Geonosian droid factory, which I believe was the second or third level of Episode 2 in the original LEGO Star Wars game. So where you played as young Anakin, or the younger version of Anakin, and Padme, and I think you had C-3PO and the droids with you as well, and you kind of had to fight all the Geonosian little bug aliens. So here we have Jango Fett. This might be, he has a bunch of droidicas around him. So this probably is when he's kind of apprehending the Jedi and about to take them to the Jedi arena, where they have that big battle and Mace Windu comes in and all that. So that's going to look pretty crazy on the new game, because we saw that battle in the LEGO Star Wars: The Clone Wars from 2011, but now we'll get to see it again. So we'll have to see what kind of changes they do again, because this will be the third time they made that level. But this seems to be right before that, when the Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Padme are all getting captured. So very detailed. You can really see the improvement of the graphics. The cutscenes look to be almost like movie quality. I don't know how to describe it, but they just seem to be a lot better. But let's move on. So the next shot is pretty simple. We have a shot of Darth Vader. This looks to be at the very end of Episode 3, where he has just become Darth Vader right after the battle on Mustafar. Not much to say here. We can assume Darth Sidious is to the right of him. And yeah, this is also, I guess, this is the second time we've seen this, because this was actually teased in at the beginning, or at the end of the original LEGO Star Wars video game back in 2005. It was kind of like the bonus level called New Hope, where you played as Darth Vader, and it was also seen at the very end of that game. But here we get to see it again, so we can see a very detailed shot. Again, if you look at the top of where the light is shining on Darth Vader's helmet, that little white part at the top, you can actually see the texture of the plastic, which I think is pretty crazy. And if you look at his cape has a texture, a cloth-looking texture as well. So again, very detailed, and there's some smoke going around too, which is a cool effect. But not much else to say here. So the next shot is of Princess Leia here from Episode 4, A New Hope. We saw this in I believe the second LEGO Star Wars game in the original trilogy. This was the first level, and here we can see it looks a lot more detailed. There's a lot more smoke, and there's some red fog effects going on here, red lights with the smoke, which is very detailed. And you can see Princess Leia, and she has a dress. In the first LEGO Star Wars game, she actually had legs, but it seems in this one she's actually a dress model, which I guess is a new type of Lego that didn't exist maybe 10 years ago when or I guess, wow, 13 years ago when LEGO Star Wars 2 came out, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, she has a dress model now, which is kind of different, and you can see R2-D2 there. So not much else to say there. Let's move on. So here we have the Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, little scene that they give us here, and that is Han Solo getting frozen in carbonite. So there you can see him. Not too much. Again, they're kind of not giving us much here, not giving us gameplay, but I think it is cool. The main really thing I see from this trailer is just the graphics. You can see him frozen. Looks very detailed, really good lighting effects and smoke. Let's go ahead and move on to the next image. So this next image, we actually had a screenshot similar to this from back at E3 where we saw Boba Fett from this scene. This is the beginning, or near the beginning of Episode 6, The Return of the Jedi, where Luke is kind of captured and then he has to pull out his lightsaber and take on all the Jabba the Hutt guards and whatnot. So here you can see he's about to do the part where he goes on the trampoline. Well, at least in the original LEGO Star Wars 2, he started to use the little diving board thing where they're going to throw him in the Sarlacc pit. And he kind of uses it as like a trampoline and then pulls his lightsaber back. We'll have to see if they do that same gag again. But you can see Luke, he looks very similar to how he did in the Force Awakens game. It's kind of his updated model. He looks very shiny with his black outfit. And you can see somebody down below looks like about to get eaten. Someone in the comments tell me the name of Jabba the Hutt's little brown-looking guard characters there, because I completely forget their name. But you can see them there. They mostly look the same. And then you can see Boba Fett in the background, which we've already seen in this game. So then the trailer kind of skips around a bit. We then go to the sequel trilogy. We kind of skip Episode 7, though, I guess because we've already had a game based around Episode 7, so they felt, maybe they don't need to see that. Maybe Episode 7 hasn't changed too much. But here we have Episode 8. The Last Jedi, which I know is a favorite to some of you guys. We can see the ending scene here, and they don't show Luke Skywalker. Of course, Kylo Ren here he looks very angry. They have like brown around his eyes, I guess, to make him look more angry and evil. Look at the texture on his like chest piece. Like you can see every little detail there. You can see his lightsaber there. Then the little walkers in the background from the First Order walkers, which look very detailed. You can see all the little Lego bricks on the side of them. Which is cool, and then you can see Luke Skywalker. They're not fully revealing him, but he does have a nice detailed cape there, and they're about to go at it. So here we have an Episode 9 shot where we see Rey from the Episode 9 Rise of Skywalker trailer, the first trailer we ever got for it, I think back in April. And here we can see them kind of recreating it in the form of Lego, so it's this TIE Fighter's about to, or TIE Interceptor, is about to run over Rey, and then she does this massive force jump and cuts it open with her lightsaber. So that's a pretty cool shot. Not much else to say there. You can see the sand. There's like the sand is actually modeled in the form of little Lego studs. You can see there. So it's actually kind of crazy how it's driving up through the sand and then it's causing all those Lego studs to go everywhere. So that's a nice, cool little effect. And then pretty much the last shot of this trailer, we see Lando Calrissian and Chewbacca and R2-D2. Having trouble with the Millennium Falcon, and then R2-D2 goes and fixes it. I believe this is from Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. And just kind of a funny little gag. You can see again like as we've seen multiple times in this trailer, the capes. Like you can see Lando's cape. You can just see every little fiber on the cloth. It's pretty crazy. You can see Chewbacca. He looks very similar to how he did in the Force Awakens video game, where he's kind of got the lighter brown around his face. Then you can see R2-D2 in the background, and then he goes and fixes it, which is awesome. So that is basically the trailer for LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, the second trailer ever. They waited 6 months. It still just gives us a 2020 release date. They did not fully reveal the exact date of when it's coming, which, I don't know, that could be a bad sign. Maybe it's not coming in June as I predicted. Of course, I was predicting the next trailer wouldn't come till January and February, so what do I know? They waited until they released The Rise of Skywalker, so I guess that kind of made sense for when they released a trailer. Yeah, so they're not giving us a date yet, so maybe it's farther off than we think. Maybe it's being pushed off until the end of 2020. We'll have to wait and see. But the good thing about that is they're still saying 2020. So for some of you guys who thought it may get delayed till 2021, that definitely doesn't seem like it's happening because they're still ensuring a 2020 release date. But what did you guys think of this new trailer? Were you hoping for more gameplay? I'm kind of happy to get anything they give us at this point, but I thought it was pretty cool, that you can really see the detail of the cutscenes. These cutscenes definitely look a lot better than anything we've seen in previous LEGO games, and it's definitely got me excited. Anyway, have fun seeing the Rise of Skywalker this weekend, as it is just released, and we're going to have multiple new videos coming out over the next 2 weeks, and in some of those videos I mention how we haven't gotten a new trailer, because they were already recorded before this one, so they're going to be a little bit outdated in terms of how I talk at the beginning of the videos, but anyway, that's going to be it. Be sure to subscribe to be notified as soon as we get new information about the Rise of Skywalker in 2020, and be sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. Are you hyped for this game? I know you guys are. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time.